Hey, how you doing? My name is Daisy Chiwako. I am your marriage and relationship coach right here at Marriage for Real. And today I want to answer the question that many of you ask me, which is, can you repair after an affair? And as usual, if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell so that you can be notified every time I release a new video. So many people ask me if it is truly possible to repair a marriage after an affair. And I have to wholeheartedly say yes. Obviously, because this is something that my husband and I went through, and we've been able to grow and create an absolutely awesome marriage even after an affair. And actually, our relationship is stronger now than it was before the affair. And also, I've been able to work with couples around the world who've been through the same thing and have been able to create a brand new marriage that is even stronger than before the affair. And I think that that's one of the key things to remember. When infidelity happens, it kills the old marriage. The old marriage is dead. And I think that one of the mistakes that people make is really working hard to try and put a plaster on and go back to the old marriage, whereas that isn't what we need to be doing. That shouldn't be the objective. The objective should be to say, right, we're at ground zero here. What kind of marriage, what kind of relationship do we want to create this time? You may not have asked yourselves that question when you first got together. Now you have this opportunity to say, right, let's start again, but this time, let's start again with absolute clarity on what it is we're creating here. What type of relationship do we want to have? What do we want for our communication? What do we want for our intimacy? What do we want for our connectivity? What type of relationship do we want to build? What makes you fulfilled? What makes me fulfilled? And how are we going to put things in strategically to create that? So I think that that's the first thing to note when you are thinking about, continuing on in a marriage after an affair. Number one, absolutely, it is so possible. And number two, the starting point has to be that we're creating something new. The other thing that I want you to know is that many people will say, you can never get the trust back. You would have heard me say time and time again that actually, because the nature of trust is that it is built, you can rebuild trust. And this time again, you can rebuild it stronger. It does take intention, it does take some time, and it does take some work. But if you are both committed to building a new relationship that is founded on trust, then absolutely it can be built. And I've done a blog on my website, marriageforreal.co.uk, about how you can go ahead and rebuild the trust. One thing to note though with building the trust is that it's not going to be an automatic thing, and it doesn't just come once you've made a decision to forgive. The forgiveness is a choice for the person who has been betrayed, but the responsibility of building the trust is on the person who has been doing the betraying or the betrayer. Two of you have to be committed to the process. Two of you have to be committed to saying, right, this is where we are now. Can we both move forward and be prepared for the bumps in the road, for the hurdle, for the fact that this isn't going to be an easy road? Are we both committed wholeheartedly to making this work? And honestly, when the two of you are committed to that, absolutely, you will be shocked at how quickly you can move forward from a place of absolute despair and feeling like, this could never work, to a place of actual hope, and even get to the place where Mr. Chiwako and I are, where we're saying, you know what? Thank God we went through that. Thank God we've been able to go through the storm and build this beautiful marriage on the back of it. And you need to know that it isn't going to be a straight line. You need to know that just a decision to forgive and to make it work isn't going to be what it takes. Definitely that's the starting ground, but after that, you have to be prepared to put in the work, ideally strategic work, and also be prepared that there will be some bumps in the road. Sometimes it will feel like you're taking 3 steps forward, and then the next day it's like you're taking 2 steps back. But what I also always say to my clients is that it's important that they stay focused on where it is they're heading to, and that's why it's so important to have clarity. If you keep your eye on the prize and you're heading in the right direction, then a few knockbacks, a few bumps in the road, a few detours will not send you completely off track. You'll just recollaborate and keep on moving forward. Right? So I just wanted to really share that yes, it is possible. Yes, you can make it work. And yes, you can create something that is absolutely better than before. You need to know what it is that you want to create. You need to be in the place where you're ready to forgive and know that you can rebuild a trust. And you need to be prepared to put in the work collectively together. All right, if you need help with that, absolutely, I would love you to talk to me about getting onto my Repair After an Affair program, where I work with you as a couple and give you the strategic tools that will allow you to to create this amazing marriage going forward. I walk with you hand in hand, take you through the 7 stages of healing, and absolutely give you the tools that will cause you to create this new marriage a lot more quicker with a firmer foundation, and absolutely feeling great and encouraged and full of hope of where you guys are heading to. Hit the link down below where you can book a free breakthrough call with me just to talk it through, and then we'll talk about getting onto my program. My name is Daisy Chirocco. I am your marriage and relationship coach, and I'll see you in the next video.